How do? Welcome back. Well, I've got a box from the homebrew shop. Came this morning. I ordered it on Friday, so I don't bother paying for Saturday delivery. It's usually expensive. So it came today, which is Monday. And in this box is a kit. It's a lager kit. And the reason I got it is because after I brewed my Vorsteiner, and it's fermenting away now, it's indoors and it's about 22 degrees, I realised I didn't have a control. And I want a control because I'm obviously experimenting. I'm pushing this Novalager yeast outside of its comfort zone and, you know, see how it tastes. So as the temperature this week, and I think into next week as well, is coming down to much more like, you know, the seasonal averages for where I live, which for June is around about 17, 18 degrees. I thought I'd put another beer on and I'll use that as my control, because the beer I'm going to be brewing now is going to be kept at around about 17, 18 degrees. Which is in the tolerance range of Novalager yeast, so I think this will make a good control. I'm going to ferment it outdoors, and I'm going to use a temperature controller to keep it at around about that temperature. It's not going to go too far high. Hopefully, we're not going to get another heat wave. So I just don't want it to drop during the evenings when it gets down to about 10 degrees, so I don't want that big fluctuation between night and day. So I'll use my temperature controller. It's the is it called the STC or SPC, something like that, 1000, and I'll set it to about maybe 16 as the lowest, and then of course it will kick in and it will rise up to well, to whatever the ambient temperature is out here. According to the weather, it should be in the tolerance region for Novalager. So that's the plan. That's the plan. But let me open the box and I'll show you which kit I've got. It's a company I don't think I've ever used before. I've got my Opinel knife. You can't beat these. And it's been freshly sharpened, so it's razor sharp. Now then, just cut it right down the middle. And let's see what this kit is. A lot of packaging there. It is a World Brewery Classics German Pilsner Lager. Now, I thought, and I've got another sachet of my Novalager yeast. I'm going to start actually washing this yeast and saving it. Now, I thought these were a 2-can kit. I think they used to be. I've never bought one, but I'm pretty sure there used to be 2-can kits, but it looks like they've gone down to a 1-can now, and it's only 1.5 kilograms, not your 1.8. So because I've already got plenty of malt, dry malt extract, I thought of making myself my own brew enhancer, or because I like dry beers, I may just do a kit and kilo and just throw all that in. So this is World Brewery Classics 40 pint beer making kit German Pilsner Lager. It's going to be a crisp and refreshing classic European style Pils Lager with the unmistakable flavour and aroma of German Hallertau hops. I also seem to recall that these came with some hop oils. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a screw top, which is okay. Nope. So the hops must be, oh, hang on, what's in here? There's no instructions with it either. Oh, right, so you do, yes, it does come with hop oil. There you go. Comes with some yeast, but I'm not going to use that. Oh, and the instructions. Let's have a look at the instructions. This is for 22.5 litres or 5 gallons. That's like English gallons, British gallons. Warm the canister, soften. 1 kilogram of brewing sugar is what they recommend, or a beer booster. Yeah, so you put all that into the fermenter, we know that. I'm just wondering when you had the oil, the hop oil. Open the plastic container, pour contents into the fermenter, washing out with a litre of hot water and stir well. Top up, yeah, 25. Oh right, so you do it just before you add the yeast. So once you've topped it up to 22.5 litres, I'm going to go to 23. You then pour the hop oil. Where has it gone? This one. You then pour this. I can smell a bit of it now. You pour that into it, give it a stir again, and then pitch your yeast. Keep it between 17 and 24 degrees. Well, that's their yeast. I'm going to use the Novalager. Great. Right. It doesn't say what ABV it's meant to be, so I'll have to do a hydrometer reading. Usually the kits do. They give you like a target ABV, but this one doesn't. It says that, oh, let's have a read of this. Produced from only the finest grains, lovingly grown and carefully blended, and brewed into the finest brewer's worts before being concentrated and packed into this sterile canister for you to finish off and produce the finest brew possible. Yeah, I'm sure. To help, we have used the finest German Hallertau hops and premium genuine brewer's yeast with great easy to follow instructions. Nothing on here at all about expected ABV, so we'll find out when it's in the fermenter, and I'll do a hydrometer reading. Right, so yeah, I'm just going to do a kit and kilo. I'm just going to use the brewing sugar, I think. I like nice dry beers. And let's get this thing going. And here we are. The extract has been in hot water now for about 20 minutes. And the first thing I don't like about this is that they use a tinfoil cap, which is fine, except there's no tab for you to actually, you know, pull it off. So that means I'm going to have to use my Opidel knife again. It's been sprayed with Star San. All the bucket's been cleaned, and I've got my spoon that's been cleaned. So what I'm going to do is, well, I'm just going to have to cut round it. Now it does say in the instructions to put the sugar in first and then boil hot water and pour that on top of the sugar, dissolve the sugar first. I'm going to do it a different way. In fact, I haven't boiled my water yet. So I'm going to boil the water and I'm going to come back to you and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, my water's boiled in the kettle. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently. They say, as I've just mentioned, put the sugar in first, pour in about 1.5 litres of boiling water, dissolve all the sugar, then pour in the warmed extract, and then use about another 1.5 litres to rinse the extract. So you're looking at about 3 litres, 3 or 4 litres of boiling water. Now, when I top this up to 23 litres, I don't want it to be that warm. I want to try and keep it as cool as I can, because I'm using Novalager yeast, which, as we know, it's got a temperature range of between 10 and 18 degrees. So I want to get it really as low as I possibly can to start with. It will rise in temperature because of the ambient air temperature, but I want to start it as low as I can. So I only really want to use about 1.5 litres. So what I'm going to do is just pour in about 1/2 litre into here, and then I'm going to pour the extract on top, and that's about 1/2 litre. Now, first thing I don't like about, I can put it on there, I've sprayed it with Star San, thing I don't like already about this tub is it's got this plastic foil on the top. And there's no tab, so you can't just peel it off. So what I'm going to have to do, I've sprayed this with Star San, is use my Opinel knife, give it another spray. Use my Opinel knife and sort of like cut around the edge of it, which isn't ideal. They could have put like a little tab that you could just pull and it would all come off. Breeze do this with their extracts, but at least with the Breeze, at least with the Breeze, you're going to be boiling it because it's just pure extract. I'm assuming this, oh, look at that, sticky. That just tastes like normal extract, to be honest, just unhopped extract. Maybe it's going to get all the bitter in from the hop oil. Anyway, this is warmed, so I'm going to pour it in. Just check first of all that my tap's off. Always check your taps off. That's happened to me more than one occasion. It all ends up on the floor. Right, so give this a really nice stir and get all of that extract dissolved, diluted, and off the bottom of the bucket. That's why I put in just like half a litre, just to help get it going. And then what I'm going to do is use the last litre to rinse this out. And then I'll dissolve in the sugar. There we go, that's loosened up nicely now. This, I'm pretty sure this is, I'm not smelling anything, I'm pretty sure this is just like a Breeze. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a rebadged Breeze or something like that, because the tubs are identical. And it, from that taste and the aroma, it's just malt. Right, so that's that done. One good thing about these tubs though is the screw top, so what I'm going to do to rinse it is pour in the rest of this, or at least pour it till it's halfway up. About there, well, that bit in. And that's all the hot water I want to use. Now, I'll give it a stir, but I don't really need to because I'm going to shake it, because it's got this, it's got a screw. Oh yeah, I've got to be careful though, I don't want to, yeah. There we go. Give it a good stir, a good shake, get the top off. It's hissing because it's boiling hot. You can feel it on the fingers. Pour that in, absolutely spotless, that's what we want. Just let you have a look if you can see, absolutely clean as a whistle inside. Everything's out, and these make really good containers just for bits and pieces. I've got several of them when I've bought Breeze extract in the past. I've always kept the tubs and use them for all sorts of things. Right, so that's all dissolved now, and I'm just going to do a thick and kilo. So it's as simple as that. There we go. Dissolve all this, and I'll come back to you when I've topped it up, because that's all there is to do now. Oh no, yeah, just top it up with water. Okay, this is now at 23 litres, and I've taken a hydrometer reading, and it's about 1044, 1046. But look how pale it is. That's really pale. I should have perhaps used a bit of malt in this. I think that by the time that's finished, it's going to be a very, very pale lager. I'm just going to have a taste though, see if there is any hops. Nope. It's a very weak, sweet wort. No hops at all, so all the hop character is going to come from this sachet, which is what we add next. There we go. The Opinel knife again. I'll give this a spray just to be on the safe side. There we go. And you just pour it in. There we go. Squeeze out as much as you can. Oh yeah, that smells of Hallertau. It's got a little bit of a florally note to it, and I think I know what they've done. They'll have used isomerized hop extract as well to give the bitter in. So it'll be the aroma oils and the bittering oils. Now, what is the temperature? This is what we was after. It is, it's about 15 degrees, between 14 and 16, sort of like coloured. So I'm assuming that means it's somewhere in the middle. So it's pitching time. I'm using Novalager. It's in its optimal range, and I'm just going to scatter this right on the top. Nothing special. When I can open it, I will cut it down low enough. Just a bit more. Oh, come on. There we go. And just scatter this on. Get my spoon out first. And that's it. Brew day finished. One good thing about kits is it takes like 15 minutes and you've got a beer on. Just pop that up because I like it when it sits up. There we go. And that's it. I'm going to put it on this shelf. I'm going to put a brew belt around it. I'm going to set my temp controller for about 17 degrees. Ambient temperature may take it above that, maybe 18, 19, something like that, depending on the ambient weather outside. But I don't want it to drop too far below overnight, so probably set it to about 17 and a half, and then when it gets below that, the brew belt will kick on and start heating it up. Alright, well that's it. So I'm going to use this as a control to see if there's much difference between a beer that's brewed in the correct temperature range and the beer that I'm brewing at 22 degrees. And it just means I've got more beer to drink as well over the summer. Lagers as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.